What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm sure you guys are wondering what in the world is going on with AMC. It dropped another whopping percentage of 7 today, and then after hours it proceeded to drop 3% more, giving it a 10% drop just today alone. In this video, we're going to go through several of the numbers, and should you as the investor / trader need to worry about AMC and what is going on here. Now, before we're diving deeper, make sure you guys check out the private Discord server, guys, in the description below. It's free until August 1st, so definitely check it out. It will say like 20 bucks, but it won't charge until August 1st and cancel anytime. We got all sorts of really amazing options trades, and our analysts are doing a really amazing job. Me, the admins, we're also on here too, giving you guys 24/7 hour supports. So definitely check it out. But let's get back to AMC. There shouldn't really be that big of a word on AMC. I think AMC is still an extremely popular stock, and the only way for AMC to possibly go down naturally and organically is if a lot of the retail traders simply leave and run away and never come back. But that's not the case. In fact, AMC, it's getting more popular. And what's even more weird is every time when it drops tremendously, you do have even more people that buy in. Look at this. AMC is either number 1 or number 2 on Fidelity orders by Fidelity customers every single day. And right now it's 66% buys versus 34% sells, and AMC always has a ton of buyers. Remember, supply and demand, all right? When you have not that much demand for AMC and the apes essentially hogging it, when the major hedge funds are actually hogging as well, there should be a ton of movement of the stock upwards. But we're seeing some sort of a price manipulation of AMC, in my opinion. And there's even some articles out there, even the Motley Fool actually had an opinion article about how AMC had some sort of a stock manipulation, which is very unique. Let me explain this to you guys in very simple terms. And this really does have to involve with the FTD, the failure to deliver. This will be a very good example and should actually give you guys a great amount of insight of what's happening with the stock here. All right, you know how AMC in the past week has been extremely volatile, right? We saw AMC go from the mid 50s, even the 60s, dropping all the way down to literally $37, $39. Around opened for July 8th, it was really painful because it went down so much. But remember, a few hours after this trading day, we actually saw AMC get taken off the threshold securities list. It's no longer found here. And the only way to end up on the threshold securities is if you fail to deliver shares of a specific stock. In terms of AMC, you clearly see, for June 3rd, they were owing 5.4 million shares. And, right here, 1.8 million shares, etc., etc. But it boils down to they actually have to buy back 2.5 million shares bare minimum within the next few days. And they decided to strike around this day, July 8th. And the moment they started buying, guess what happened? Share prices went all the way up. In fact, what everyone was really crazy about was from the very bottom to the very top of July 8th. It was a 28% difference. Now, I did make a video previously talking about ChargePoint. These guys had the same thing. They ended up on the threshold securities around this area, and a few days before getting taken off the threshold securities, firms had to buy a ton of ChargePoint stock. And that's exactly what they did, and pushed the stock all the way up to $31. For ChargePoint, we were looking at roughly 40% gains. For Sin stock, we were looking at roughly 30% gains. So for AMC to actually go up almost 30% from an FTD squeeze is pretty normal. And what everyone is talking about is there's going to be some sort of a massive volatility for AMC. And what a lot of the manipulation that's happening to AMC, it's kind of easy to tell if you start digging through it. Now, today, the inflow and the outflow orders are also very, very suspicious. If you check out some of the inflow and outflow orders, you get what I'm talking about here. The inflow and the outflow, it's about the same. And usually in every video when I talk about this order capital size, The small, medium, large inflow orders are way bigger than the outflow orders because retail traders seem to like to go into AMC, and usually the extra large orders have a lot of selling. But today is completely flipped. You do have the small, medium, large orders being outnumbered by the outflow for the same amount. If you check out the extra large orders, the inflow is much higher than the outflow. So something definitely is up and something doesn't really add right, and it doesn't sit well with me. So let's just see what happens to AMC. So some of these numbers are really weird, but it's always nice to look at them every once in a while. And overall, I'm not really too worried about AMC. Yes, the stock is going down. Yes, I get it. It's pretty painful. A lot of people are probably, struggling. It hurts their accounts, but I don't really think there's that big of a problem. And I get it, negative 7% today, it hurts. But I think they're trying to shake off the paper hands just like before. Remember how AMC dropped to $37, $38? Right back up immediately, all the way to like almost $50. That's what happened. All right. If you want to play AMC, you're essentially playing the massive amount of volatility. If you check out the volume for today, you can clearly see there's random, enormous volume spikes. Okay. Sometimes the volume was extremely high and really, really awkward. So that kind of volume really grabs the eye and attention of a lot of people. Look at this. The volume in the past, before the FTD stuff, was extremely high. Now the volume is a lot lower. So obviously something is going on with AMC, okay? I think a lot of the firms that are in AMC that are hurting, they actually managed to dug themselves out a little bit. But in terms, I think there's still a lot of growth and a lot of room for improvement for AMC, especially how the apes are holding so tightly on AMC. Probably 85% of the free float at this point is owned by the apes. And the two biggest AMC hedge fund holders, which is Vanguard and BlackRock, own roughly 14%. So the amount of real shares of the free float left is very little. And like I said before, supply and demand. When you have a lot of demand for AMC and not a lot of supply because apes are literally holding all of the shares, and when all the real shares get gobbled up and you got to cover your short positions, guess what? Apes set the price essentially. And that's what's happening. Let's just see where AMC is going. And long story short, I'm not really too worried about it. I feel like the popularity of AMC is still there. What will really scare me is the popularity of AMC declines massively. If you check out AMC, they're already improving some of their fundamentals. For example, they're adding UFC to their movie theaters recently. They're trying to add sports. Can you imagine if they started adding esport tournaments to AMC movie theaters? These are big social entertainment stuff that will really grab a lot of investors' attention. AMC is still focusing very heavily on the brick and mortar stores, but I really like to see Adam Aron perhaps acquire other streaming companies maybe. Maybe stop acquiring like movie theaters, acquire some more tech heavy companies, which actually attract big money who are looking for fundamentals. I know apes don't care much about the fundamentals, but fundamentals, in my opinion, are just as important as the popularity of AMC. If you have terrible fundamentals, there's really not that much to back up with it. But right now, AMC, it seems to have a lot of trouble. No matter how hard AMC wants to go down, it just doesn't go down as much as the firms want it to. It's actually pretty strong. Every time it goes down, more and more apes start buying in. That's what happens. Thanks for watching, guys, and comment below. Make sure you guys check out the private Discord server, guys, in the description below. A lot of really awesome stuff. And make sure to check out BlockFi in the description below as well. Click on it, make a BlockFi account, deposit some money, get to $250 worth of Bitcoin. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys later. Hopefully you guys are all right. And AMC, here I come.